Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Gaming News Weekly Live. It's been a week, bro. It's been a week. It hasn't been a big gaming week, but it has been a fucking week. FTC, Microsoft, they went to trial. We got a whole lot of information out of that. A whole lot of things we didn't know we shouldn't know. They were leaking things left and right. Sony leaked a whole lot of information on accident. Fucking Sharpie on a goddamn redacted documents. It is crazy out here. But I mean, hey, it's Gaming News Weekly, so I mean, I got my water with me, so you know I'm ready to talk. Make sure you hit that like button. Uh, it's been wild. It's been wild. I wish more just normal gaming shit happened besides the trial, but the trial was so big that if anything gaming actually happened, it probably got washed out. There was like small game announcements here and there. Nothing really too concrete. Scorn announced that it's going to PlayStation 5. There's been like rumors and leaks about games, but like I don't really deal in rumors and leaks, so I never really cover stuff like that. But like Atlas, they like, oh, there's a leak for like Persona is going to be PlayStation 5 exclusive. That's fine. That's fine. We kind of expect that nowadays out of all the shits going on. And then like a Far Cry leak, there's some other things like that. It was good, cool breeze. It's Gaming News Weekly. We got plenty of fucking court shit to talk about, legal documents to go through. But other than that, we don't have much for gaming news, which is kind of tragic. Cause I really just like gaming news, and this FTC shit has really derailed all the gaming news over the industry. Everybody's been covering fucking FTC news. Yeah, Stray is going to Xbox, Scorn is going to PlayStation. There's like small transactional things like that going on. Nothing too nothing too extravagant from gaming news. I seen that like Jujutsu Kaisen's getting a fighting game. It looks like Ninja Storm. So I'm like, okay, it's just another Capcom copy and paste fucking anime game. But nothing too big. Nothing too unique went on. This week anyway. Besides Microsoft versus FTC, we learned a lot. We learned a whole lot. There were so many minor things that came out. They were talking about games we didn't know about and who they're exclusive to. We like what? Companies Microsoft had notions to buy, which we kind of already expected. I think I made videos on those, so we kind of already knew some of the stuff, but some of it came out. Sony leaked all kinds of financial information. I'm like, Sony, bro, y'all niggas using Sharpie? What are y'all 10? They don't know how to redact information. It's wild out here. Straight coming to Xbox was probably the the least surprising news. The developer canceled the next Elder, the Lord of the Rings game, and no longer make games. Yeah, I seen they shut down, but like, I don't even think that's gaming news really, because like we all knew Gollum was going to be bad when they first debuted Gollum. When they first showed Gollum was a game and it's a stealth game where you play as fucking Smeagol, I'm like, this shit is gonna be trash. We already knew it was gonna be bad, but them shutting down is kind of forspoken in a way. Because remember, Forspoken, their studio shut down as well after they dropped Forspoken. It was bad. Square Enix is like, hey, it's time for y'all to go. They took their engine back and they was like, hey, it's time for y'all to shut down, buddy. Go work somewhere else. So the Gollum studio shutting down. I don't even know what studio made Gollum. That's how bad the game was. I couldn't even tell you what studio made the game. But the game was what I haven't even seen gameplay of the game. I seen the trailers. I knew it was going to be bad, but the I never seen nobody play Gollum to even know if Gollum was like an actual game. It could have been a whole scheme from the beginning. FTC situation has me questioning the content creator sanity. I mean, yo, it's just video game, bro. There's so many. There's I've been seeing like videos, videos of content creators reacting to content creators reacting to the FTC case. And it's some of the wildest reaction shit I ever seen. I'm like, this is a case for games, and people are crying like they're about to lose everything. It was good, OCD. I don't know, bro. The FTC's case, there's so many people upset that the FTC looks so bad in court that they're like, gamers shouldn't be cheering this on. And I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? It is crazy. The FTC looks so bad in court, and they the ones wanted to go to court. They wanted to go to court. When the judge asked them, why are we here, bro? This is all about fucking Call of Duty, FTC. It was crazy. When the judge herself was like, why the fuck did y'all even bring this to court? I was like, God damn, FTC, y'all looking too bad. They're looking too bad. And it was not like nobody expected the FTC to look bad in court. When the FTC decided they were going to take Microsoft to court, everybody's like, they're doing it just to fucking lose. They're doing it just to lose. They just lost the case before. They taking Microsoft to court next. They're probably losing this case. And then guess who they're going after next? They're taking fucking Amazon to court right after the Microsoft case is done. They're taking Amazon to court. And it's like, FTC, bro. Y'all just wasting money taking people to court. Not even to win. With no case at all. It is crazy. It is crazy. I don't think there was a single day where anybody felt like, oh, the FTC has a good case going. Because from day one in court, when they brought fucking Pete in, and Pete was talking about how Bethesda games are exclusive to Xbox now, and it's kind of like the deal that they struck when they sold. It was like, okay, we already knew that. The second day came around, they had Sarah Bond on the stand, and she ripped their ass apart with all the Game Pass knowledge that she has since she's been running that side of Xbox. And they had nothing for her. You said 0-10 record? That is crazy, bro. That is wild. But I mean, every day they were getting cooked on the stand. They brought Google in, and Google's like, oh no, we competed with consoles with Stadia. Cooked the fuck out of FTC's fucking cloud gaming in his own market case. I'm like, fuck, bro. FTC's looking bad. That's our government. I mean, not everybody that watches my videos or come to the live streams are like from the United States. So I can't really say our government, but that's the United States government right there. They literally lack basic knowledge on things that they take to court. And it's like, what the fuck? I live here. These are the people that run our government. It is crazy, bro. The whole world got to see the FTC look incompetent when it comes to just basic gaming things, bro. Exclusivity, marketing deals, fucking Elder Scrolls 16. Oh my god, bro. I think that was who lawyer said that? I think Microsoft lawyer said that Elder Scrolls 16 because Final Fantasy 16 is so dumb. Ghost Loop, the Thor game. Hey, the Thor game. When the judge said the Thor game, I was like, what the fuck is she talking about? I thought it was gonna be a new thing. No, she was talking about God of War. She was talking about God of War. She said the Thor game. I was cooked, bro. I'm like, damn, this is the United States court system on full display for the whole world to watch. And I'm in here like, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. They had Satya on a stand. They was scared to ask him questions. And I'm like, y'all just asked Jim Ryan so many questions. Y'all just asked fucking Phil Spencer so many questions. Y'all didn't want to ask Satya Nadella nothing. And he runs all of Microsoft. One of the biggest corporations in America. And y'all didn't want to ask this man a single thing. On a stand, under oath, in court. I was like, FTC doesn't want to win this case, bro. They just wanted to waste time. And then you saw that the CMA wanted to postpone their court date after the CMA was getting shit on for 4 days straight. The CMA was like, hey, can we postpone court until October? No, they judged like, no, y'all going to court in July like we scheduled. There's no turning back on this shit. So now the CMA look like they're going to get shit on the court because all their court findings, the FTC tried to use those because, oh, the CMA got them, didn't they? No, the CMA didn't. Now the CMA is looking like, what the fuck? Now we don't got a case because the FTC literally shit themselves in the fucking courtroom. Oh my gosh, bro. Now we just got to wait on the verdict. I don't even care, bro. Like, Microsoft could lose this case and it wouldn't matter. We see that the government really don't fuck with gaming at all. Yeah, the judge. I mean, we don't know. The judge was asking the FTC some good fucking questions, and they did not want to answer them bitches. They did not want to answer them bitches. I was like, what is going on in this courtroom? Because the judge was getting frustrated at the FTC, and it's like, what the fuck are y'all doing in this courtroom, bro? Y'all not. They not talking anything. They weren't talking. They were talking about Sony so many times. There was somebody on Twitter. I forget who it was that talked. I mean, they was listening to like the audio, and they was like writing transcripts, kind of how The Verge was, and then like the FTC mentioned Sony like 74 times in like the first 2 or 3 days of the court, and they only mentioned the consumer like 20 times, and I'm like, what? So how do you mention Sony literally quadruple the times of the consumer when you're the Federal Trade Commission in charge of the consumer base, bro? It is bad when that happens. And I'm like, everybody can see it from the outside anyway. All the armchair lawyers out here is like, hey, they working for Sony, bro. The FTC's working for Sony something crazy. And it was kind of wild. Sony put their documents in there and all the redacted shit was in Sharpie. So it's like they literally just hurried up and blacked some shit out and then put it through the photocopier and it revealed all they shit. What the fuck that? I mean, we all knew Horizon was a new game, but why did Horizon Forbidden West cost that much and take that long when it's literally the sequel of Horizon? Horizon Zero Dawn. And it still took $220 million and 300 something employees to make that game. And then it came out the way it did. And I'm like, what the fuck was Sony spending money on? They literally just paying anybody to do anything. And Horizon still came out the way it did. Everybody's seen the state of Horizon when it came out. And now you know it cost $220 million and 330 employees. And it's like, damn, bro. And it was the same fucking game. It's not like something different happened. It's not like they changed the whole fucking landscape of Horizon. No, it was still linear. They still had corridors. They added water. They had really good fucking water physics. Did they spend $100 million on water? And then the rest of it on the employees to just make a second game? I don't fucking know. Nobody could explain how much money they spent on Horizon with how the game came. Because it's exactly the same fucking game. You said you wonder what Starfield's budget? Starfield doesn't look like the budget's too high. Because they're still using Creation Engine. They just updated it. But I don't know. Starfield probably did cost probably a good 100 million. Probably 200 million. Who knows? With the whole Bethesda working on it. They brought id Software in to work on it some. Didn't really like Horizon or Forbidden West. I mean, I didn't either. Mostly because they're just basic third-person action games. I don't play too many of those. That's why on my channel, there's literally not many. I play some RPGs here and there. I played those. I mean, I play shooting games. I play, like, some of them. But, like, when it comes to Horizon, I played some of Zero Dawn. Not a lot of it. Some of it. And I'm like, what the fuck am I playing? Mostly because I was shooting a bow and arrow at robot dinosaurs, bro. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. This is Aloy's arms look little as shit. There is no way she got enough compound pressure in this fucking bowstring to do damage to metal robots with a bow. That shit never got across to me. That concept never got across to me as a gamer, bro. And every time I see this shit happening, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on with this game? There's no way she has enough power in her arms to shoot a bow that hard to kill a robot dinosaur. With a fucking bow. That shit always took me out. I know there's probably some explanations around that shit. She used like special bows. I don't fucking care. It's a bow and arrow, bro. That's like Far Cry Primal type shit. There's no fucking way. That concept never got across to me. Like, there's games where weird shit happen. And I'm like, okay, I mean, you can kind of make sense of it. But a bow and arrow? You shooting that bitch at a T-Rex? Should have had some bow and arrow machine guns. I mean, even like you look at like real life animals and you see somebody shoot a bow and arrow at it and them bitches chip off of like just solid skin, bro. Like try to shoot a bow and arrow at a turtle and the bow literally cracks on his shell. And it's like, how are you doing that to metal turtles? How are you doing that to big like it didn't make sense to me. And I'm looking at this and people enjoying the fuck out of it. She's breaking pieces off a dinosaur. Just shooting arrows. Like she's fucking Nightwing or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But hey, but I mean, it got on. People liked it. Her story might have been good. I don't fucking know. I really don't. I really didn't understand the story. I know she was shunned from her people in like the first game, like the first hour of the game. She's hated by everybody, and I'm like, damn, everybody hate this little girl for some reason. Still never understood why. The game never interested me enough to want to see why she was going through all that. It never caught me like that. But a lot of Sony games are like that. I enjoy Spider-Man, but then you see all the parts of Spider-Man that nobody talks about. When you got a fucking walking corridor hide as Mary Jane to try to investigate some shit, and they force you to play those missions, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that shit. My little brother's like, bro, he was playing Spider-Man, he got to the Mary Jane part, deleted the fucking game, bro. He's like, I don't want to play with her. Why am I stuck playing this fucking Mary Jane in a goddamn Spider-Man game? And there's not just one Mary Jane mission. There's quite a bit of Mary Jane missions. And he's like, I got sick of that shit. So he just deleted the fucking game. He played it on PlayStation. There's so many parts. Like Days Gone came out and they was trying to make Days Gone sound like it wasn't just another stereotypical zombie game. That it was gonna be something different. Then Days Gone came out and it was just another stereotypical zombie game. And everybody was like, this game is actually fucking boring. And guess what? Days Gone hasn't got a second game yet. Ben Studios hasn't created another game yet. And it's like, what happened? What happened to them? So, I mean, there's really yeah, all their games are third person action games. All of them. Infamous Second Son came out, it botched. I mean, where did they go from there? Ghost of Tsushima. And it's like, what happened to Sony shooters? What happened to Sony's platformers, bro? What happened to those games? Jack and Dexter, where the fuck are they? Oh, they got turned into Horizon. They got turned into fucking Ghost of Tsushima. They got turned into The Last of Us. All their studios that used to make different games. They used to have stealth games. All that shit's gone from Sony. We'll see how the live service game turned out. I mean, we saw the ones that they showed us. The Payday ripoff looked scuffed. It looks scuffed. It was CGI. We don't even know what the fucking game's about. But it looks like a Payday ripoff, and it looks scuffed already. It looks scuffed already. Bungie's coming with Marathon. I don't really know, but that's going to be multi-plat, though. So Bungie might just put a whole lot into that game to try to, boost their name up because they're killing Destiny right now. Bungie's literally gutting Destiny. I don't understand what happened to Bungie when they got bought by Sony, but they're gutting the fuck out of Destiny, and Destiny fans are pissed. What else do they have? They got Square Enix a lot. They got the bubble blowing game, the Splatoon ripoff. I don't know how the fuck that's gonna go. I like a new Twisted Metal, but who knows if we'll get that. If the show does well, which the show looks so fucking bad. Oh my god, Twisted Metal show looks so bad. But I mean, if the show does well, Sony might just fuck around and make a Twisted Metal game. Like a remake of one of the old ones, just to be like, hey, look, Bluepoint made a Twisted Metal game. And, but Bluepoint, who the fuck knows what they're working on? They probably remake fucking Bloodborne because FromSoft is not fucking with Sony as right now. It's a whole lot of up in the air shit about Sony. But what Sony did show in a court is that if Sony was in the chair that Microsoft was in, they probably wouldn't be in the courtroom. If they had the right to buy Activision, they wouldn't be in that courtroom. Because everything Jim Ryan said on that stand was like, yeah, we understand what's going on. We just don't fucking like it. And he said that quite a bit of times. He's like, yeah, I mean, it's not anti-competitive, but I don't fucking like it. And I'm like, you're on this stand pouting, bro. That's exactly what it is. The president of Sony Interactive Entertainment is pouting on the stand because he don't like it, but he understands that it's not hurting competition at all. He said that. They literally asked him before he got off the stand, if you had a chance to buy Call of Duty, would you make it exclusive? And his ass was like, no comment. That nigga didn't want to answer because we all know if Sony had the chance to buy Activision and make Call of Duty exclusive to their platform, you think they're not? You think they're fucking not? You said Crying Jim Ryan earned his name. He definitely did, bro. And he wasn't even in the courtroom. He was on video call from his house. He was on video from his house, bro. He just recorded himself complaining and sent that shit into the FTC. Didn't even have the decency to sit on the stand. He did answer some questions though, and he didn't want to answer the question, would he have made Call of Duty exclusive if he had the chance to buy it? And we all know Sony would have. They would buy Activision, everything Activision owns, but fucking Diablo exclusive, nigga. They would have brought World of Warcraft to PlayStation. They would they would have fucked around and made Call of Duty exclusive. They don't need Microsoft's money. They don't need Microsoft's money. Because they literally have people spending billions on Call of Duty on PlayStation alone. Bro, that shit was the funniest. That was like he said that on video. See, he's not sitting on the stand like everybody else. He's literally on video answering questions. Yeah, Microsoft would never see a 10-year deal from Sony if they own Call of Duty. They'll never get a 10-year deal. They gonna get zero deal. They're like, Microsoft, you pay us to get Call of Duty, nigga. You pay us 100% of the revenue, and you can have Call of Duty on your platform. But yeah, Timothy Ryan himself came on the stand and said he talked to publishers all the time, and unanimously, none of them like Game Pass. None of them like Game Pass. It's value destructive. I made a video on this, and I mean, all the companies that put shit in Game Pass. There was some fanboys in the comments to that video. I should have made a video reacting to the comments to that video. Cause there was quite a bit of fanboys like, it's because Microsoft pays them. And it's like, so Microsoft giving them money is like, forget their morals. Forget everything they believe in. Microsoft just gave me a check. That's crazy. Yeah, Jim Ryan pays to keep games off Game Pass. Capcom would have put fucking, what is it called? Resident Evil Village in Game Pass if Jim didn't pay him. If Jim didn't pay them, Village would have been in Game Pass day and date. Sony did not want that. Why? Because Sony had marketing rights. Sony had marketing rights, and it's like Game Pass is paying to get a deal. Fuck no. Take this check and don't give them a fucking deal. We'll handle all the marketing free of charge. That's exactly the deal they threw Capcom, and that's why they got that game. That's why they got marketing rights for that game. And that's why I didn't come to Game Pass. The same thing with Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 16 would have came to Xbox. The only reason it's PlayStation exclusive right now is because Jimothy paid them to give the game exclusive, to hold off on a PC version, and he literally paid all the money up front for marketing. So Square Enix didn't have to do no marketing for their own game. Sony paid for all the marketing for Final Fantasy 16. Just to keep the game exclusive to their platform for a year. And then they got a Devil May Cry reskin as Final Fantasy, and they sold that shit to the PlayStation fans. You know how many Devil May Cry fans were playing Final Fantasy 16? Like, all these animations are in the last Devil May Cry game. Every last one of them. Every combo that I don't even know the name of the main character. I was like, yeah, that's wild. You said Jim wanted all Bethesda games back. Sure, Jim. You can have all Bethesda games. Fucking dead, bro. Now, bro, when that came out, that Phil was like, I think they said it was like 2021. Because he said it was going to be case-by-case basis. And then 2021 came around, and Phil wrote everybody like, fuck that. We keeping every Bethesda game after this one exclusive to Xbox. When that came out, fanboys were like, oh, Phil's such a liar. And it's like, what happened in 2021? What happened in 2021? Microsoft released some games. Critics shit on them. Bethesda games are finally coming to Xbox after they've been on Jim Ryan's console all this time. Xbox don't get credit for those games, even though they released those games. Xbox bought them. And they still had to create those games for PlayStation. So he's like, fuck it. We don't need to put games on PlayStation no more. Game Pass is blowing up. Even though Xbox wasn't really doing anything for the end of 2021, 2022, Xbox didn't release much games. So he's like, fuck it. We're keeping all the Bethesda games to us. They're not going multiplayer no more. And I'm like, damn. I mean, PlayStation deserved that shit. You said so many people hating on Starfield because it's not on PS5. I mean, that is true. Because the most popular console on the market doesn't get the most popular game on the market. And they're like, this doesn't add up. I have the most popular console on the market. Why is the most popular game not here? It must be bad. And it's like, I mean, with that logic, bro, everything Xbox makes is bad. Every Forza game that came out is bad because it's not on the most popular console. What is that? I don't know, but you know, Sony fans, their logic is always flawed. It's always flawed. It doesn't surprise me when people say stuff like that. And when they say, "Oh, Starfield is just No Man's Sky," but guess what? Not a single PlayStation fan right now is going to play No Man's Sky. All of them to say, "Oh, it's just No Man's Sky." Why ain't none of y'all playing No Man's Sky? Why did Hello Games drop No Man's Sky? It got the worst reception in history. The fucking founder of Hello Games ran away for a year. Why his studio fixed the game he promised? And then he came back and then launched it on Xbox Game Pass and then started developing so much shit for that game. Hello Games came back from literally the brink of fucking foreclosure, dropped their Game Pass, and then expanded their universe beyond anybody's reality, bro. Microsoft is the reason Hello Games still making fucking No Man's Sky to this day. But PlayStation fans is like, oh, it's just No Man's Sky, but none of them niggas playing No Man's Sky. None of them are downloading No Man's Sky right now and playing it for their YouTube channels to show their fans, hey, look, we got a good old Starfield clone. And you know what else they were saying? They're like, oh, I just play fucking Jedi Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws, when it comes out because they don't get Starfield. It got space in it. It got shooting in it. It's another third-person action game. Of course they're going to play Outlaws. Why would they not? It's still not Starfield. It's still not Starfield. Like, even if Starfield comes out and it's an 80 on Metacritic, they still gonna be mad they don't get to play it on PlayStation. Yeah, it's nothing like Starfield, but I mean, that's what the Sony fans will say. Like, oh, it's just No Man's Sky. You can just go to a lot of places. And then they talk about when Todd said most of the planets are gonna be barren. They're not gonna have life on it. They like, hey, look, your planet's gonna be dead. And it's like, how many planets can you live on in our solar system right now? Right now, in real life, how many planets can you live on in our solar system? Fucking one. So if they got 100 planets full of life, and 900 planets are fucking dead, that's a really good fucking ratio to how space is in our reality. And it's so dumb that fanboys don't understand that, bro. It is crazy how they use that. It's like, yeah, look, it's like you can live on every planet in our solar system right now. Like, oh, you can go to Jupiter and live? So it doesn't have harsh conditions or nothing like that. You can just go jump on Jupiter, bro. Just build you a house. Come on now, bro. People, it's like they never heard of space before they seen Starfield's reveal. It's like they don't understand how space travel work. Nothing. It's because they've been playing fucking Uncharted, walking through dungeons and shit in a corridor for every year they owned a PlayStation. That is all they've been doing. They've never played a different genre of game. They've been playing Horizon, which lets you shoot fucking bow and arrows at robot dinosaurs and kill them. That is the PlayStation logic. A bow and arrow can hurt a robot dinosaur, but every planet can have life on it. In a space game, they're fucking dumb, bro. They're fucking dumb. There's so many just sad arguments. Are you playing Starfield on Xbox or PC? Both actually. When I play through the game to beat it, it's going to be on Xbox because I want to get the achievements for the game. Quick resume is still one of my favorite features of Xbox. The 30 frames per second thing doesn't fucking matter to me because I go play old games and new games Some of them bitches run at 60. The old games are all running at 30 frames unless Microsoft themselves FPS boost that shit for me. So I'm not one of those pompous fanboys that think like, oh, once you go 60 frames, you don't go back. The fuck are you talking about, bro? I go boot up an old game right now. I'm playing that bitch at 30 frames. I have to. What the fuck else am I gonna do? The Sony effect is crazy. Once it really get a hold of you, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That's wild, bro. It's wild, but yeah, I'm gonna play it on PC because I want to mod that game. I really want to mod the game. I have a really good PC. I don't use it to play mini games. I'ma definitely play that. Xbox sucks and has no games. Hey, I like that. I like that. Thanks for coming. Thanks for chatting. Make sure you leave a like before you go log into somebody else's podcast and say the same shit. But yeah. I must definitely play it on Xbox because I mean it's gonna be so much easier to play it on Xbox for sure. For sure. It's gonna be so easy to play on Xbox. But then I want to get it on PC because I want to mod that shit. Because I know Bethesda's probably gonna have a creation club on Starfield. Probably not at launch. I wish they did. But I mean they gotta get the creation kit out there. And they gotta get modders to mod the game and then put them bitches on the Xbox. But I know for sure this time we won't go through the same shit we went through with fucking Skyrim. Because the modders that modded the fuck out of Xbox's Starfield, I mean not Starfield, for Skyrim, Bethesda had to gut all of the mods when they put that shit on PlayStation. Because Sony didn't want code breaking mods in their games. Sony ruined modding for Xbox. So now that Xbox is the only person that needs to get mods on console, we don't have to worry about the fucking Sony bullshit that they put on these developers to not make mods in their games. So yeah, Starfield mods on console is probably going to be a big fucking deal. You think the multiplayer mod like Skyrim together will be quickly created for Starfield? I mean the modding community they're looking to do a lot of fucking shit. Like you see the way the modders talk to each other about Starfield, no matter what the fuck Starfield comes out like, the modding community is gonna take Starfield and do so much crazy shit with it. That's why the fanboys crying about Starfield and all this, it don't matter to nobody, bro. Because Starfield could come out and be a fucking horrible game. And the modding community is gonna make a great game out of it. Bethesda knows that. The fans know that. That's why everybody crying about, oh, Starfield doesn't look good. It don't have to look good to you, but we know what the fuck it's gonna look like to everybody the fuck else that love to be in the moddable world that Bethesda creates. Starfield is the foundation. That's why they made all this shit. Why the fuck would Todd Howard give you 1,000 planets? He handcrafted 100 of them. There's 900 more planets out there. What the fuck you think they're gonna do? They're gonna make another game on another planet for every fucking mod that comes out. You gonna get a mod, you gonna go to Skyrim in Starfield. You just gonna drop on the world. This is fucking Skyrim, bro. You gonna go to Whiterun and shit. Who the fuck put Skyrim in Starfield? Somebody's gonna do it. There's gonna be big ass space stations, the fucking Citadel. You can go dock with it and shit. Bro, the modded community is gonna go fucking crazy. You saw what they did with Fallout 4, with Skyrim. You think they're not gonna do that shit with Starfield? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. And I wanna be a part of that shit. I don't know how to mod games, but I'ma fucking learn. I'ma really learn when Starfield comes out. But I'm gonna have to beat the game first. I don't wanna, You said, are you gonna do all the base building stuff? See, one thing I never did is base build in any of the games that had it. I bought a house in Oblivion. I bought a house in Skyrim. I never bought anything in Fallout 4. I haven't even beat the fucking game. I just can't put myself through that. I try, bro. I really try. And I'm gonna try again because I really wanna like Fallout 4. But I never built a base in any Bethesda game. Even when they gave you Hearthfire and you can build a house and then you can like have people guard your house. Cause this is exactly what the hell they got that concept from. It's just Hearthfire, just on a bigger scale because you're on a planet now. But I never did the Hearthfire shit. At all. I adopted a kid once, but like that was it. I never did the Hearthfire shit. So I never built a big ass house. and did all that shit with it. Actually, I did for the achievements, but then I just reloaded my save after I got the achievement. So I didn't spend all my fucking money on building a goddamn house. So I mean, I kind of did, but I never went that route completely. So I'm probably not gonna do no base building. I'm gonna be a fucking pirate, bro. Once the pirate lady came up on that screen and was like, I'm just boarding niggas and taking sandwiches. I'm boarding motherfuckers, bro. Yeah, less than 2 months away with early access. That is facts, bro. That is facts. Starfield is close. Pre-orders. Oh my good. Did y'all see? There was an article. I didn't react to it because it was some of the pettiest shit in the world. But there, an article came out and she was talking about not she. Goddamn, I'm reading your comment and they completely just butchered my shit. But like the article was talking about how people were boycotting Starfield when it was because it's the highest. It's like the highest pre-order game on Steam right now. So many people are buying Starfield already, and everybody's like, "Why are y'all buying Starfield? You know that PC ports are trash," and everybody's still buying Starfield, making a like literally pre-ordering a fucking game. And I'm like, people are mad that people are pre-ordering Starfield, bro. You can't make that shit up. You can't make that shit up. How the fuck are y'all mad that people are pre-ordering Starfield, a game they've been looking forward to for years, a game that they finally get distributed to them in 2 months, and people are mad. They trying to boycott people. Like, no, you gotta wait for the game to come out because you don't know if it's good or not. Who fuck cares if it's good or not? Microsoft's gonna make that shit good. Even though games are gonna be phenomenal on its own. It's not like it's not. But people really be talking down to Bethesda like they haven't been doing this a long time. You said Starfield is the most anticipated game since its announcement. Yeah, it has. Because once Bethesda was like, we're gonna do this shit, we're gonna do this shit in space, finally. Finally, we're taking it to space because they did medieval for 5 games. We've been Dungeons and Dragons for 5 games. Bethesda's like, we're gonna go sci-fi. Finally, bro. Finally. And I mean, that's one thing that I kind of wanted to see from them. I wanted to see a space game from Bethesda because I've been playing BioWare's for who knows how long. Bethesda has a different way of crafting a game. And that's why people gravitate to Bethesda games. And I don't think people that don't play them understand. And you said no. Cyberpunk was probably the most anticipated game. What? See, Cyberpunk was a highly anticipated game because they haven't made anything outside of The Witcher. They haven't made anything outside of The Witcher. So with CD Projekt not making anything outside of The Witcher, and they dropped The Witcher, which was broken by the way. People forget that The Witcher 3 was a bad game when it came out. It became a good game, but The Witcher 3 was a bad game when it came out, just like Cyberpunk was. But The Witcher 3 wasn't as popular as Cyberpunk, so it didn't get as much backlash. But The Witcher 3 came out, the people that liked it, but there was no more Witcher after that. It was only Cyberpunk. So Cyberpunk was just like the next thing from CD Projekt, which was anyway everybody's favorite non-partial studio because they were so consumer friendly with everything they did. So I wouldn't say it was the most anticipated game for a lot of people because I mean it was Cyberpunk. I mean I enjoyed Cyberpunk. I beat it, but I wouldn't say Cyberpunk is like a great RPG experience because they're like I feel like it lacked variety because a lot of things didn't fucking work. And then they overhauled everything. So when I went back to try to play it, because I finished the game, and I went back after they updated it and they removed my whole class. So the game I already beat it. I already finished the game. And I loaded that save and my whole class got washed away because they rebuilt the class system. And I'm like, so what the fuck do I do now, CD Projekt? I have to start the whole fucking game over? How many hours will you clock in Starfield? 100, 200? I don't know. How many hours did I clock in Skyrim, bro? I couldn't tell you. I've never I never noticed how many hours I played. I played Skyrim since that shit came the fuck out. I still play Skyrim. I'll jump in there for a couple hours a day. I don't know. I don't know how many hours I'm gonna clock in that shit. But I mean, how long are you talking? Because I mean, Starfield is going to be a game for at least 6 years to be played. You're gonna be playing Starfield for a long fucking time. Just like people have been playing Skyrim for 10 years. You're gonna be playing Starfield for at least 6. You're gonna finish Starfield. You can go play something else, come back, play Starfield again. So I mean, this is one of those games that you're probably gonna be playing that shit, and then they're gonna add DLC to it because there's one DLC that you can buy literally at launch. So DLC for Starfield is gonna come. You're gonna be playing that shit. Then you're gonna drop out of it, come back to it again, play through it again, make a new character. There's gonna be so many things you do with Starfield. It's gonna be crazy because Bethesda build games like that. Yeah, they're gonna add mod support for console eventually, and then it's gonna be fucking wild, bro. You say I would say Starfield is one of my most anticipated games. I'm also looking forward to Oxenfree 2. Facts, Oxenfree 2. I still want a release date for that fucking game, bro. I can't wait for that shit to come out. The Cyberpunk DLC, Mario World. Oh yeah, the Mario RPG is coming. That shit's crazy. That shit's getting a remake. More Engines drop Silk Song. Silk Song, where the fuck is Silk Song, bro? Where is Silk Song? It's crazy. Still, people finding new things to this day in Skyrim. That is fact, bro. You know, it is wild how many fucking articles I see of people finding shit in Skyrim, and I'm like, how old is this game now? And they're still discovering a new quest that just never generated for most people because they never went over here. I'm like, that is crazy, bro. There was one quest that I found in Skyrim when I played it back, like Special Edition came out, and I was like, how the fuck did I never play this quest in the normal Skyrim game? It is a weird thing because how they generate quests, everybody generate quests in a different pattern depending on how you play the game. So quests and shit generate differently. So it's a quest that I never fucking seen before that I played for the first time in Special Edition. And it was definitely in the base game. Because I found one of the pieces in the base game. I don't know what you're saying. You said, what you think about no rovers on Starfield? I mean, I don't expect the no rover thing to be a massive deal. That's why they put the jetpack in. I think that's what Todd said. So it's gonna get people to use the jetpack. Everybody gonna be Mandalorians flying around. But I think they did that because the loading of the game is gonna be crazy. Loading in planets is gonna be wild. And then those planets, you have to load in all the assets, all the things. So all that shit is like streaming into the game as fast as you can look at things and look around. A rover would definitely bog that shit all up. So much pop-in is gonna happen because shit gonna be loading in so fast. It was happening in Skyrim, bro. When people was doing a glitch to speed across fucking Skyrim, and then you just be walking through nothing. And when you stop, everything loads in around you. They probably gonna have that problem again because they put so much shit in the fucking world. So them not having a rover, I kind of understand. Because if all the worlds are gonna be not pre-rendered when you drop, because it's gonna be like real-time lighting and everything. That means once you get to the planet is gonna be different for everybody when they land on the planet. And everybody's gonna land on the planet at the same time. So the planet is gonna be different for everybody that land on it. Because the way the timing is gonna be with the sun and shit like that. So I mean, it could be a lot of things that go into why they don't have a rover, or they're just planning on putting a rover in the game, and they're gonna just put that shit in as DLC, and it's just gonna work like that. Because I played Skyrim the whole time, and I didn't have a horse until Shadowmere, I guess. When you get Shadowmere, but then I'll leave Shadowmere somewhere and forget, and don't even use him to run around because it just kind of bogged you down being on a horse because there's no horse combat. So there was no reason to be on Shadowmere besides like literally just walking a place you've never been before. I just want to know if you could fly your ship in atmosphere. That's one question they haven't asked. I'm like, can I fly my ship just in the atmosphere? Just fly that bitch anywhere and then lay that bitch down and jump out? I don't know. I don't know if they're designated landing zones, because how much space do you need to land a ship? Depending on how big or how small you make it. You said, I'm interested in seeing more Clockwork Revolution as well. I did see that, and since I've been playing hella Bioshock Infinite, I need to go finish that game. I don't know how far I am in it. I couldn't really tell you, but I played so much Bioshock Infinite that when I seen Clockwork, I'm like, I'm going to play that fucking game. It looks good. It looks good, and the way they craft history in these like alternate reality type things, I really fucking like that. I was reading a book about. I mean, it's a fiction book, but it's about if George Washington lost the Revolutionary War, how would America be? And it's called like uh the Year of the Hanged Man or something like that. Like the book is really fucking good, and it's one of those things I really like that shit. That's why I played Assassin's Creed back in the day because the way they depicted history in a game that was fun to play is crazy. You can't wait to see more Fable as well. I mean, Fable. I got so many high hopes for Fable that I don't even want to talk about it. That is how much I am hoping Fable is like the Fable I really want. I don't know what Fable they're gonna offer us. I played all of the Fable games, but I'll have so many high hopes for Fable that I can't even really put that shit into words, bro. That's why I really don't talk about Fable much because I expect too much from Playground Games, and this is their first take on a game outside of Horizon. So I don't want to put too many expectations on their back. I mean, it's not like they're going to be listening to me talk on Gaming News Weekly, but like I don't want to expect too much from a studio trying their best to give us a game. And I'm like, I'm gonna just keep it to myself, bro, because I don't know shit about game development to begin with. I can just have expectations of shit. And yeah, you said there are just some huge games of generation, and they're just hard to play anything. I mean, yeah, especially when everything Microsoft is producing is going to Game Pass, and then all their like third party friends are putting shit in Game Pass. You know how the backlog people cry on different platforms like, oh, Game Pass fodder, shit like that. I mean, Game Pass fodder keeps me from a lot of fucking games, bro. I'm playing Bramble. I wanted to play that game when it came out, didn't get to play it. Now it's in Game Pass. I saw it front page. I'm playing Bramble. That's just fucking good, bro. That's just fucking good. I supposed to be playing a AAA fucking game right now. I bought Diablo 3 weeks ago. Should have been grinding levels, but I'm playing Bramble. Game Pass fodder. Why am I doing that? Because it's a game. I tried it out. That shit ended up being fucking good, bro. I'm enjoying myself. And that's what happens. We haven't seen the best Game Pass has to offer yet. Facts. Because Starfield is dropping in Game Pass, bro. If I only had my Game Pass subscription and Starfield was dropping in 2 months, I wouldn't be hurting. I wouldn't be hurting. If I couldn't afford to buy a game and all I could do is afford Game Pass, I wouldn't be hurting as a gamer. Because I would still get to play Starfield. When back in the day, when a game came out, I had to miss that bitch because I couldn't afford it myself, and my parent wouldn't buy it for me. That's not the case no more on the Xbox platform. There's a scene in Bramble I'm surprised got greenlit. Oh my god, fucking Bramble. That game, I was not expecting the darkness that Bramble could offer a person. With the fucking little gnomes, I've only uploaded 2 episodes, bro. And I'm already contemplating like, is this worse than Scorn or not? Is this game worse than Scorn or not? It is a crazy concept. But I'm like, could this game actually be worse than Scorn? It's kind of like in my brain, bro. I kind of feel like it's only gonna get worse. You said good game, man. I mean, good show, man. Got to see you on podcast next week. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'll be around. Hopefully, but yeah, definitely we can do podcasts. Yeah, for sure. The stab was brutal. What stab? See, now I need to go play fucking Bramble. God damn it! Why y'all teasing me? I want to know. I'm gonna look it up. Y'all gonna maybe look it up on YouTube. I'm gonna just spoil myself for the game because now I want to know what happens. I mean, I got 2 episodes up on the channel OCD. So I mean, if you want to watch those, they're up there. They're widely available. You said it's not fun. I mean, like, what's your definition of fun? Like, is it fun for the visual, or is it not fun in a sense that like just keep stabbing into the achievement pops? Oh my gosh, bro! Is it God of War 3? Just keep punching into the screen. You can't even see the scene no more. You said it's disturbing. How disturbing? Like, give me an analogy. It could be movie, it could be TV, it could be game. Like, is it disturbing like trying to do laser eye surgery in like in Dead Space? I don't know. There's a lot of disturbing shit in games. I want to know. I need to go play this game, bro. You need to go beat the game. It's not that long at all. I want to make videos on the game. That's the only reason I haven't finished it. There's so many games I haven't finished because I was playing them for YouTube. And then I start playing more games, either by myself, like just sitting here, or for YouTube. And all these games kind of get backed up. And then my Xbox crashed. So yeah, I have to talk about that. So my fucking Xbox Series X crashed out when the power went out and killed my fucking hardcore Diablo character. I don't know if y'all saw the video. Yeah, I probably did. But yeah, my hardcore character is fucking dead. And I'm like, God damn it. Fucking power. And Xbox preview updates. Cause it was such a delayed effect that like at first it didn't even fucking hit me on what happened. Yeah, it fucking stormed, bro. Had my power out for like 8 hours. You said that's why you and I make a hardcore character. I kind of want to make another one. I just wanna I don't even know what I want to do with a hardcore character nowadays. Cause it doesn't feel the same as playing a hardcore character in Diablo 3. Maybe when the season start, I might try to play through the season as hardcore. You said you grinding, watching this 74 right now. I'm still level 50 something, bro. I stopped grinding because I don't like the new Paragon board. I don't like the new Paragon system. I really don't. It doesn't feel like I'm incentivized enough to just keep leveling up. And just keep making mobs harder to kill. I was fighting skeletons, bro, and them bitches were not dying. They need to buff my fucking character. But yeah, I high key want to go play Bram. I want to see what happens next, bro. I need to go record a video. God damn it. Hold on, let me go turn on Bramble real quick. I'm definitely gotta go play that shit because it's such a good game and it's so visually appealing too. When it's not covered in blood and guts and shit. But when you're not what you call it, walking through blood and shit, it's actually a really good game. A really visually appealing game. When season one of Diablo comes out in 2 weeks, right? I think it's like the second week in December that the new Diablo season starts. I don't know what the fuck it's gonna do. They better give me the battle pass because they've been hoeing. They ain't gave me not a damn thing for Diablo 3. I was looking for my fucking pet and my wings and shit, and they did not give it to me. I'm like, they hoed me, bro. I paid $100. I want my shit. But yeah, they didn't give it to me. The date hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's supposed to be revealed on the 6th. Oh. Why the hell do I think they confirmed the date? Somebody must lie to me somewhere. For sure. Goddamn Diablo. I think you need to play Divinity as well. You said all you know is it's mid to late July. Okay. I need to play Divinity as well. Look, I play Divinity with my brother, and then this nigga never fucking get online at ample time so we can play Divinity. I might start that shit solo. High key. It's gonna be hard as shit, but I want to play that bitch solo. I keep adding fucking games to this list. It is crazy. I just like playing games, bro. And when I have games to play, I'm playing them bitches. Especially when I have time to play games. Y'all don't understand. Most of y'all do. Y'all probably play games. I play so many goddamn games, bro. It kind of annoys me sometimes. My whole PC catalog, I don't use, and I be annoyed. I like turn on some PC games for like an hour. He said, "Did you play the second Plague Tale?" I tried and I couldn't get into it at the start. It's the exact same game in puzzles. I played the beginning of it. I played the beginning of the new Plague's Tale. I didn't play all of it because at the time Plague's Tale came out, Persona came out, also Solstice came out. So I was playing two games, and then I started playing Plague's Tale. I dropped Plague's Tale, and I was playing Persona and Solstice, and now I dropped Persona and Solstice because I'm playing fucking Diablo and Bramble and shit like that. Is bro, there's so many back catalog games. That's why I just jumped back into Solstice. I'm trash. Can't fight in that game no more. I'm so annoyed that I'm bad at the game now because I was really fucking good at one point. I still got to go back and play more Persona. You say you need to play Requiem? I heard it. I heard the story was really good, but like the gameplay of Plague Tale always been kind of scuffed to me. Mostly because like the instant deaths that they give you, like when you get seen by just a random guard, he just run up and just kill you. Like, why can't I just throw a rock at this nigga just real fast? Like I'd be creeping and he'd be like, hey, and then you'll get caught and you'll just be dead. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I can throw a rock at your ass, bro. I have a pot in my hand. It just be kind of scuffed like that. Mostly, I haven't played just like my patience in games for stealth has gone downhill. Like, I really be trying to just like go through games now, not just like speed run through them, but like stealth segments be so long. Like they take so much like microsecond patience that I just be like, can I just go so I can get back to the game? And it kills me every time. It happened in Bramble. It's probably gonna happen in Requiem some more. It kind of happens in Persona, but I mean, I can just fight the demons. It's fine. I just run and fight demons anyway. So it's not like I'm gonna be hurt by getting caught in Persona. But you say don't really play many stealth games. They don't make stealth games like they used to. Like even uh what is it called? Dishonored. The first Dishonored was an amazing stealth game. Dishonored 2, I don't fucking know, bro. It just did not click with me. I didn't feel like Dishonored 2 and Dishonored was the same game created by the same people. It just felt so strange. It felt foreign to play. Mostly because I was playing as Emily. I think I need to go play that game as Corvo, and it might just feel better. But I tried to play as Emily because she's the star of the game, technically. And I don't know, this shit just did not feel well to play. It didn't feel good to play. So I dropped that shit. It's like I drop games so fast now too. Like if it feels like I'm not gonna enjoy this game while I'm playing it, I just drop that shit. There's no point in me putting my time into it. So many more games to play. That's the mentality I've grown over all these years of playing games. But yeah, it's been a whole hour already of Gaming News Weekly. That is kind of fucking wild. It doesn't feel like Gaming News Weekly has been an hour already. But I mean that there wasn't much news going on in gaming this week. So I mean, an hour is probably pretty good for Gaming News Weekly. I ain't even gonna lie. So I mean, we can end this right here. I'm about to go play fucking Bramble. I want to see what this stabbing scene is about. I need to go get to that shit. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get to it today. Yeah, so many options why you can't stick to one game. But yeah, bro, it's Gaming News Weekly. Hopefully, gaming news gets back to normal. I know the verdict for Activision Blizzard, Microsoft versus FTC is probably going to get announced next week because they said it's only going to be like a couple days of deliberation, and this is like the holiday weekend, so nobody's really working. So they're probably not going to announce nothing until probably next Friday, right before Gaming News Weekly or some crazy shit like that. So hopefully, gaming news picks up so we can pick up next Sunday, 1 o'clock Central Time. What is it? I need to learn the conversions for like all the other like time zones because there's people from like different places and time is different everywhere. You said for me, Requiem is a perfect sequel. Everything has been evolved to perfection. So I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I'm gonna have to go back and play it for sure. I just hate dying in stealth games, like instant deaths, bro. That shit annoys me. And why can't I just like do a it's not Assassin's Creed. I gotta remember that. Cause usually somebody see me in Assassin's Creed, I just kill his ass real quick, and I'm back to stealthing. And that shit was good, but I mean now stealth games make you actually have to do stealth or you die, and I'm like fuck. But yeah, I'm about to end Gaming News Weekly right here. So thank you everybody for coming out and watching, supporting the channel. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hey, I'll see y'all in the next one.